Madam Governor, Chief Justice and Justices, tribal leaders, Madam Speaker, Senators, representatives, our amazing staff, our family, and our friends. I'm absolutely thrilled and honored to stand before you today. I'm also a little bit pleased that I managed to navigate through all the construction without getting lost. It's the little things in life, folks. For those of you visiting the Capitol for the first time, my truest welcome. This is your building, the people's place of governance, and we are delighted to have you here. With any luck, this will be our last opening day amidst the sights and smells and the symphony of construction. And soon we will have our magnificent rotunda back, dust-free, echoing with pride instead of power tools. To our newly sworn-in legislators, congratulations on your new roles. You have joined a group that is passionate about public service for all of Oregon. I'm looking forward to working with all of you as we roll up our sleeves and tackle the tough issues ahead. Just remember, if it feels overwhelming, don't panic. You're not alone. Every legislator has had at least one moment where they wondered if they accidentally wandered into the wrong meeting room. The truth is that this legislature in this session can be often a whirlwind. Some days it feels like drinking out of a fire hose, dashing between 15-minute meetings with constituents and colleagues and advocates. On the best days, we glean greater understanding of the issues confronting our communities and uncover creative solutions. On the tougher days, it might be asking the same question 5 times before the answer sinks in. But please be patient with each other and, above all, with yourself. The work isn't necessarily just about passing laws. It can and should be about building bridges, not just across rivers and mountains, but across relationships. By taking the time to truly discover our humanity in one another, we'll deepen our dedication to the work that we all do for Oregon. As someone with a soft spot in my heart for my entire life for Oregon State Parks, I've always loved exploring Oregon's breathtaking beauty, whether on a weekend trip with my wife or backpacking sections of the Pacific Crest Trail with my children. From the lush valleys to the high desert plains, rugged shorelines, to rolling farmlands and the hidden pockets of restaurants and culture in our cities, Oregon always puts her best foot forward. And in these last couple years, as a new empty nester, I doubled down. I packed up my trusty 10-year-old sedan and put thousands of miles on it. My friends from Eastern Oregon might chuckle at the distance, but for me, it was a lot for a suburban kid. This time, in addition to visiting parks and trails I'd only dreamed of seeing, I visited communities all over the state and met people with all different backgrounds who call our Oregon home. And let me tell you, understanding policy on paper is one thing, but experiencing the impacts firsthand is something else entirely. You don't truly grasp our transportation infrastructure until you're on a coastal road south of Port Orford where erosion has stolen a lane while cliffs loom to the left and cargo netting fights to hold back the rocks. You can read about ranching policy, but it doesn't compare to sitting with a family in the Wallowas, learning about their struggles and topping it off with a slice of Grandma Janie's legendary lemon meringue pie. Education policy comes alive when you visit a school where students aren't just hitting the books, but hammering nails, learning life skills as they build homes in Crane High School. Water issues seem clearer when you stand with pear and cherry farmers outside of Parkdale or spend a day in the Klamath Basin hearing about the delicate dance between tribal traditions and bird habitats and the farmers and the farm workers who feed us. Or take a ride-along in East Portland with law enforcement officers and actually talk with people grappling with fentanyl addiction, but yearning for sobriety and stability and a safe and warm place to call home. At our core, as humans and as Oregonians, we are united by more than what divides us. We share a purpose to build a better Oregon. Let's transform that shared purpose into bold collective action. Now just take a moment and look around this room. Look around. This is truly a handsome group of people. And among the familiar faces that you've seen and worked with, there are strangers today, but these can be your allies tomorrow and your friends of forever in the future. What an extraordinary gift it is to have every corner of Oregon represented in this room. The Oregon Legislature and this Capitol is more than just a body of laws. It is the beacon of representation. For 166 years, it has embodied the voices and visions and values of our citizens. Let us honor this legacy by treating kindness as our currency, ensuring that every voice is heard, every perspective is respected, and every solution is considered. Thank you so much.